Well, to bring to an end what has been one of the most dramatic darting days you will see anywhere, certainly for my money on the European Tour, the most dramatic final day we've had. All of the quarterfinals went to last leg deciders. Michael van Gerwen's semi-final went to a last leg decider as well against Dave Chisnell. He had to survive match darts in each of those matches. The last couple of years in Saarbruecken, MVG's been beaten at the quarterfinal stage, both times by Ian Diamond White, who hadn't gone on to reach the final. But this weekend he has. And after all the drama, all the thrills and spills and all the twists and turns of the tournament, we have the #1 seed Michael van Gerwen against the #2 seed Ian White.
First leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Are we going to see more drama? We are about to find out with me, Chris Murphy, and Dan Dawson alongside me.
What a finale we have for you.
140.
Two hotbeds of world darts, the Netherlands and Stoke, the leading representatives of each, clashing for £25,000 and the German Darts Open title. It is one that MVG has never won. Ian White likewise, he's only got the one Euro Tour title, the Dutch Darts Championship, which he picked up last year.
134.
But Ian White always beats MVG at this tournament. This is the third time we've had it. He beat him well last year. He beat him well the year before. He averaged over 104 in both of those games. Just give him the title, Merv.
Well, history does suggest that if Ian White is to beat Michael van Gerwen, he'll have to beat him well, because we've made much, and rightly so, of the fact that Michael van Gerwen keeps winning last leg deciders, although he's had a helping hand, particularly in the semi-final from Dave Chisnell. But when Ian White has beaten Michael van Gerwen, well, the two times here were 6-1 and 6-2, and the most recent meeting prior to those two, he whitewashed him in a Pro Tour final, 6-0.
Michael van Gerwen dreams of getting close to Ian White in these contests. Oh, admittedly, he has won 3 out of their 4 finals.
Yeah, one of them this year. On the floor, 8-5 in Wigan.
68.
Something about this place, Dan, that seems to attract drama. Think about last year, the last leg deciders in the semis for Max Hoppers. He won the year before. Peter Wright with that incredible bullseye finish against Benito van der Pas, who lost with 110 average. Is the drama in this final going to involve Michael van Gerwen missing loads of darts at double? Doesn't matter how many he missed, because he hit one to take the first leg, and that one was double one.
Ian White has 10 PDC titles.
100.
He is not a man to be underestimated. He may not, in the eyes of some darts fans, be in that same calibre of player that MVG and Rob Cross and Shizzy. Well, they're wrong. You only have to look at what he does week in, week out.
100.
I think Ian White will be the first to admit, though, in fact he was the first to admit, that when he reached the final on the stage in the PDC and he played Ricky Evans in the Netherlands last year and won his first European Tour title, he did get the wobbles as he approached the finish line.
100.
He did. And he almost shanked it into double top to claim the title. But he's done it now.
140.
Yeah, well, that is the point, isn't it? Now he's done it once. Is that banished and to the back of his memory, and he just feels like, yeah, I should be doing this? Is it different playing Michael van Gerwen? Well, he's played him here twice before and beaten him here twice before.
170.
White down to 101, but MVG is, or was looking at 170. He'll leave double 18.
84.
No, he won't.
And you require 101.
He should have.
19's first. And down for double 16.
69.
A miss outside, and van Gerwen didn't leave double 18s. Now he's looking at the treble 18. And another single. Is that the double? No, it's not. It's a bull.
46.
Just giving himself a chance of maybe getting it in the double to leave double 16. Can't find the ball low, and the diamond, well, moving to the left to go over the top, I would imagine. Just like that, expertly done.
Yeah, Michael van Gerwen has ridden his luck at times today. But he has played exceptional darts as well. It's interesting, he averaged less than 90 yesterday against Dimitri Vandenberg, but thrashed him 6-1. And then in all of his other matches, he's averaged over a ton. Yet, been taken to last leg deciders, and in 2 of them, had to survive match darts.
100.
Yeah. The main explanation that we can give for that is that when MVG needs to find something special, he is more likely than anyone on the planet to produce it. And certainly,
43.
against Nathan Aspinall, the 135 checkout that he produced to force a last leg decider is one of the greatest shots I've ever seen on the European Tour, because the Asp had fired in a 180 to leave himself a 2-dart checkout for the match.
Well, it always seems like it's the best one because it's a current one, Dan, but you've been commentating on the European Tour tournament since we started streaming. And where does this rank?
Hey, look, we said at the start of the day the quality was such we could be in for an absolute drama. We've got it. What you want to see is a final befitting of that which has gone before it.
Yeah, then it could rank right at the top, which is exactly where Michael van Gerwen is aiming this dart.
He's on the 3rd leg, Michael van Gerwen. 4th leg Ian to throw first. Game on.
Best leg of the match so far, 13 darter, 3 holes of throw. Ian White actually made it to a Euro Tour final before Michael van Gerwen did. That was way back in 2012, before they started streaming them when the European Tour was in its infancy, its first year.
140.
He was beaten by Adrian Lewis in Sindelfingen. But it was from 2013, the following year, where Michael van Gerwen started to make this tour his own. Incredibly, if he wins this, he'll have won half of the European tours there have ever been.
100.
Will be a 31st title, or half the ones he's entered, I beg your pardon. 31st title from 62 events he's played. There've only been 69. Ian White's played in all but one of them.
58.
That is a quite remarkable stat. The dominance of Michael van Gerwen, and it may seem that he's not been as dominant this year to the untrained eye because he's not racing away at the top of the Premier League, even though he is top of it, and he hasn't won all of the tournaments, but he hasn't played an awful lot of them, has he? And of the ones he has played, he's won 6 out of 10.
Including the World Championship there. So this could be 7 out of 11 if he wins this. But as we said, Ian White always beats Michael van Gerwen at the German Darts Open. But he might be about to go 3-1 down here. Double 8. Oh, superb. He's getting better. Winning legs of 18, 13, and now 12 darts.
57.
Well, Ian White is going to have to up his game here. I know it's only early, but this is not the level of performance required to beat the world number 1. White, in those wins here in Saarbruecken in the last couple of years, has averaged 104 and 106 in toppling MVG.
Just a little deflection into the 7 segment there. Ian White still in control of this leg, as much as you can ever be in control of a leg against Michael van Gerwen. Because you know, if he's within 350 points,
83.
he's only 2 visits away from winning the leg.
58.
Well, White here has a chance to break back. The 140 is what's prescribed. He's not going to get that, and he's going to be hard pressed to find a treble 20 there, so I think he's doing the right thing.
97.
Well, it's a bit of a gamble, isn't it? A single 19, he's left 121, whereas a Shanghai 120 would have been preferable, but he got the treble, so it's a two-darter, and MVG has left himself on a double. Big moment. Beautiful dart. Double 8.
75.
Well, he got himself 2 darts to break the Van Gerwen throw. Missed. Wow. Double 3 has been the story of the evening for Michael Van Gerwen. Dave Chisnall had the chance to knock him out on it. Yeah, it's not a rarity to see a player go down from double 12 to double 3, but the way that Dave Chisnall did it, it is.
140.
And we've been talking about the fact that White has got the edge on MVG in this particular venue, but MVG has quietly gone about his business in this final. He's already halfway there.
Well, he dispatched Simon Whitlock with very little ceremony last weekend to make it 2 wins out of 3 events on the European Tour, and he still only suffered 1 defeat on the Euro Tour this year, despite averaging 108 against Keegan Brown. A very select group of people have beaten MVG this year. Keegan, Nathan Aspinall, Mervyn King,
really,
and Johnny Clayton. Yeah, yeah. That's in knockout tournaments. He has lost a couple in the Premier League as well.
Yeah, the man you saw watching on a moment ago was Michael's companion Harold, who's 65. Celebrating his birthday today. Might well be celebrating in 15 minutes time.
134, and you require 96.
Could go double-double. And he's not going to get it, and it might just... He needs something to spark Ian White into life, because at the minute he is sleepwalking to defeat in this final.
Yeah, he needs a favour here. But no frailty on the outer ring from MVG, who has now stormed into a 5-1 lead, and he has the darts to extend that further.
Game on.
Well, a third 180, and they've all come on throw for Michael Van Gerwen, and when he's already a couple of breaks up, it is making it not impossible, but damn difficult to stop him. There we go. And he blows in a kiss as well.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen has just fired in 6 perfect darts. Ian White was thinking there, well, let's make this the best leg we've ever seen. We have seen a 9-dart leg this weekend already.
Well, Ian White blew his 180 a kiss. If Michael Van Gerwen had pinned the 141, heaven knows what he would have done to it.
Yeah, blew his 180 a kiss, but is he about to blow his chances of winning a second Euro Tour title? A maximum here would put some pressure on MVG.
But probably not enough. Another 12-darter for Michael Van Gerwen. This is already looking like an impregnable lead. 6-1 as MVG closes in on a 31st Euro Tour title in just a 62nd Euro Tour event he has participated in. There are signs of life from the diamond.
Yeah, but it's a little too late, you feel, from Ian White, who's made a sleepy start to this match.
Well, it's respectable from the diamond, but That's all it is. And respectable isn't enough to topple the best player in the world in a final of a tour that he has dominated for the last 5 years.
And there you see what Van Gerwen's done to get himself into this position, and I'm not sure that Michael Van Gerwen scours the stats and knows who beat him when and where, but I'm pretty sure that when he entered this venue he will have had memories of the 2 defeats against, oh, this is the place where Ian White has beaten me the last couple of years. And of course he will have relished the prospect of taking on Diamond White in the final.
He likes setting things straight. He has made it his business
60.
since losing to Rob Cross at the World Championship in a massive game to remind Rob Cross who the governor in this sport is.
134.
Well, White has to hit this. It really is that simple. And he's got a decision to make about where he lobs the first dart. Gambled on a treble and another, and now he's handled it. Well,
And he's busted.
well.
Ay, 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 ay. This is turning into a massacre. Ian White, who has dominated Michael Van Gerwen in the past 2 years in this tournament and denied him this title. One of the very few titles that MVG has not won.
135.
Vengeance is swift in Saarbruecken, and it is brutal.
Van Gerwen took out 114 with Raymond van Barneveld waiting on a finish in the 3rd round this afternoon.
58.
He survived a match start against Nathan Aspinall after a skin-saving 135, the shot of the tournament in the quarters, and then survived 4 more match starts against Dave Chisnell before getting the job done.
27.
But the final has been a breeze for the world number 1.
95.
Can White ask any questions? Can he plant any seeds of doubt in the Dutchman's mind?
134. In your require 106.
1 treble required. He has it. But does he have the double top?
66. Michael, you require 156.
And Van Gerwen, who's won 60% of the tournaments he's entered this year.
70.
Leaves himself on a 2-darter to make it 7 out of 11, unless this goes.
He's on the 9th leg, Ian White.
That's a break of throw. That's a first for this final for Ian.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step.
This journey looks significantly longer than 1,000 miles right now for the Diamond.
57.
Well, across 30 Euro Tour wins, we have seen Van Gerwen produce a range of victories. We've seen him when he was a burgeoning talent before he became this all-conquering beast, announcing himself. We've seen him dominate, averaging way over 100 for entire tournaments and obliterating people, losing only a handful of legs across entire weekends. We've seen him scrape through, playing mediocre darts. Did that last year. Should have lost a number of those games. Here, it's difficult how to rate it because he's averaged over 100 all day, and yet he should have lost at least one of those games. But the thing is with MVG, he puts himself in positions to capitalise if anybody does make mistakes. Positions that other players don't even get into. You're going to get a bit of luck sometimes, and he makes the most of it when he gets it.
Yeah, and we used to say it about Phil Taylor, didn't we? Someone will have a chance somewhere along the line in the tournament. Well, chances have been aplenty for opponents of Michael Van Gerwen in this one. But now he has a chance to win it in style.
94, you require 86.
Well, it'd be his biggest checkout of this final so far, Ian White. 18 segment to begin with. Staying bare. Double 7. Beautiful!
And Black Michael to the Rovers.
Well, the 1,000-step journey, we're at least about 15 steps into it, I would say.
Yeah, the problem is that the guy that he's chasing has taken a bit of a breather and at any point could set off like a rocket again. Has to at least match him,
100.
turn for turn against the darts.
The crowd are singing Ian White's name, trying to give him something. They want to see him push MVG close at least.
Well, I was going to say at least match him, and when he does slip, then hit hard and take advantage. That is a slip from Van Gerwen.
140.
And Ian White hits pretty hard.
Van Gerwen's approached the hockey in the last couple of legs with winning shots of 1-5-6 and 1-3-4 in front of him. He got so far ahead, I think he did start to think, I want to give the crowd something to cheer. This would be the ultimate way to do it.
Well, of all his 30 Euro Tour titles, I don't think I've seen him win it with the biggest checkout of the lots, and we're not going to see him do that just now.
He dangled the line, but the bait wasn't taken. And Ian White, who has been improving, doing something in every leg that he hasn't done in this match, could raise the roof here. Not to be.
It may only be a dart at the bullseye for MVG, though.
99.
Is there still a way back into this final? Or does MVG shut the door right now? Bullseye.
62.
Well, this is
Turning
turning into a very intriguing contest. If Ian White can clean this up, it's another break of throat. He'll cut the arrears to 3 legs. He's got 1 dart to do it.
46.
Well, that may be that, because when you're in this position, you can't afford to miss anything. And Van Gerwen benefits from that, and he claims yet another title, a 7th in just 11 events in 2019, another ton-plus average, and 31 Euro Tour titles, half of the events that he has entered on this series.